You sharpen a pencil doing one tiny cut at a time. All the cuts together makes a sharpened pencil. We all hope every year that maybe this year will be transformative and super cool. And guess what? It can be by doing small things. Talking about habits is cool, but sometimes it feels like too much. You see stuff everywhere saying that you can change your life super fast, as if it's super easy. I'd love to spend lots of time just thinking or reading tons of books every week. But let's be real, there are only 24 hours in a day and I've got other stuff to do. That's why I love doing really tiny habits. They don't take up a lot of my time or make me super tired like other things do. The best part, they've made my life way better. You can try one, a few, or all of them, which we discuss in this video if you want. You don't have to do them all the time. If I feel to change some, I just go ahead. The key is to be intentional. And the amazing power these tiny habits give you is control. The control that you can start or switch them anytime because they are easy and effective. Number 1, try to read every day. You can start really small, like read a page. Like Jim Quick always says, leaders are readers. But it's not just for leaders. Anyone who wants to have a better life should read. It doesn't matter if you like stories or books with facts and information. Both are great. The important thing is that you read. If finding 15 minutes every day is tough, try to do more reading on one day of the week. It's a small start, but it's more than what a lot of people do. Starting small is powerful as you start building momentum, and then you tend to naturally do more of what you like. And over the long term, it can make a huge difference. Number 2, tackle 2-minute tasks immediately. You've probably heard the suggestion to do anything that takes less than 2 minutes straight away. This instant action helps you get stuff done without having to track all these small things which tend to add up if not done. For example, if you have booked tickets for a trip that you plan to cancel, go ahead and cancel the tickets when you remember it. It will take you only 2 minutes and save you a lot of money, as if you keep it for later, you might end up forgetting to cancel your tickets. This is what I did today. If the tasks need more time, just jot it down and pin it up or add it to your to-do list app, anywhere where you can see it. When you review your to-do lists or your pinned notes, make sure to get to it or plan when to do it. This approach gives you a bit of flexibility but also stops you from putting it off indefinitely. Number 3, pay attention to how you sit and stand. Ignoring your posture can lead to problems down the road. I've dealt with a slouch for a long time when I was younger. Once I started noticing other people standing straight up, I decided to change. It soon started to become automatic. A little effort can make a big difference. If you're lucky enough to have good posture now, do what you can to keep it that way. Notice when you start to slouch. If your posture could use some work, try putting up little reminders for yourself. Number 4, take a moment for yourself each day. Just a few moments. Everyone can manage that. No distractions, no phone, computer or tablet. No friends or pets nearby. Just you alone with your thoughts. If the only time you can find is when you're in the bathroom, that's fine too. These few moments by themselves won't revolutionize your life, but it's a step towards becoming more mindful of your own thoughts rather than just going through the motions every day. Start with just 60 seconds and build from there. Reflect on your thoughts. Have a little chat with yourself. Accept whatever goes through your mind and keep moving forward. Being aware of ourselves is something we don't value enough today. Number 5. Up your water intake. It's another small but mighty habit. Drinking water is fantastic for your health, and the best part is it's available almost everywhere. So what's stopping you from drinking more water right now? Seriously, go have a glass of water now. Number 6. Write down or at least think about 3 happy things every day and be grateful. If that's hard, just find one thing to start with. This is a powerful way to not worry and be patient with yourself. The goal is to spot something good every single day, even on those really rough days when you're super frustrated and maybe feel like punching anyone who even looks your way. Being grateful is a habit that is super easy and helps you see the tough days in a new light. On days when it's hard to think of something good, I just remind myself that I'm thankful for being alive and that there's always something to look forward to. It might sound simple, but it really makes a difference after a while. Not worrying and being patient is what everyone wants, and being grateful is the key for this. Number 7. Cut back on watching the news. You might have already started doing this to stay away from all the chaos. If not, give it a try now. No matter how much you want to stay informed, you really don't need to check the news multiple times a day. If possible, try to catch up on news just once a day, maybe around noon. That's probably all you need. I've gone down to checking the news and it's working well for me. I stay updated on world events without feeling bombarded by intentionally looking for news and not consuming all that is presented to me. Plus, I found I have more time for other things. Number 8. Learn something new every month. I love this one. Forget all the pressure and just explore something new each month. It might be delving into a subject you've always been interested in. Maybe learn about the wonders of coding or the intricacies of artificial intelligence. Whatever it is, finding out new things is thrilling. It's not just fun, it keeps your mind active and gradually broadens your understanding or skills over time. Tackle it in any way that suits you. Dedicate an entire day to it or just a few minutes every day throughout the month. The key thing is that you're constantly discovering something new and maybe trying your hands at some application of what you end up learning. Number 9. Practice more patience when things go wrong. I was one day sitting in a coffee shop working on a project when I later found out that somebody stole my helmet which I had placed on my bike. Initially, I started to worry. How could I be so careless? Why are people so mean? But finally, I moved on, and instead of getting upset over the lost helmet, I just accepted the fact and went ahead and bought a new helmet and along with it a lock so that this would not repeat again. The only thing to do is to move forward. Number 10. Silence your notifications and put your phone on Do Not Disturb mode. Begin with just an hour each day. If you find you can handle more, go for it. This challenge isn't as difficult as it may seem. The main thing holding you back is the habit of always being available. That's a habit worth breaking. Did you know it takes about 25 minutes to get back into the zone after getting distracted, even if you only glance at a notification for a moment? Cut out those distractions for an hour and you'll be amazed at how much more you can get done. I've become so fond of this quiet time that I now keep my notifications turned off and my phone in do not disturb mode by default throughout the day. Number 11. Use open-ended questions. I'm not the best at making conversations on most topics, but I've improved with one easy method. I make it a point to ask open-ended questions whenever I can. Just like a curious kid wondering why, where, when, who, what, which, and all those other kinds of questions. Sure, there are times when it's not the right approach, but more often than not, it works great. Try to ask open questions as much as possible and you will come across as a better conversationalist. Why? Because it keeps the chat flowing and people enjoy sharing about themselves. Number 12. Move around for a minute right after you get up. Just 1 minute, that's all. Maybe just walk to your living room and get back to your bedroom. You can spare that much time, can't you? Doing a bit of moving as soon as you wake up helps get your blood moving and clears away that groggy feeling you might have. If you're not into doing a longer workout in the morning, that's great. I typically like to go running in the morning, but I do that after about 2 hours of waking up. Even if you usually exercise in the evening, spending just 1 minute moving in the morning can still be a good thing. It actually helps. Number 13. Tidy up your living space. If you haven't given it a shot, now's the time. No matter the size of your home, reorganizing is always possible. How should you do it? That depends on your activities and needs. Personally, I've designated specific areas for different things I do, like reading, working, sleeping, praying, and playing with my son. For example, when it's time to spend some time with my son, I move to either his room or the sofa in our living room. This way, each part of my home supports a different part of my life. Number 14. Spend your money on doing things, not just buying stuff. Think about how often you buy things compared to how often you pay for experiences, like going on adventures or trying something new. Chances are you spend more on stuff than on experiences. We don't hold onto memories of the things we buy as much as we remember the things we do. At most, stuff just reminds us of fun times we've had. Number 15. Get rid of stuff. If you've never really tried to throw out things you've been keeping just in case, give it a go today. You'll find it's quite freeing. You might even start enjoying it and want to do more of it. In any case, there's probably a bunch of stuff you could get rid of to make more room. And there are likely things you're holding on to that really aren't worth keeping. For instance, I finally decided to let go of quite a few notes and papers I had collected during my MBA class. They really didn't need to stick around as I was not going to use them. Number 16. Get up every hour. Honestly, this may be a tough one as remembering to actually do this is sometimes a challenge. What I do is I have become more conscious of my energy cycles and I try to stand up and walk when I feel low on energy. Try to find out what works for you and try to make a change because this can help lead a healthy life, especially in the long run. Number 17. Keep track of your finances. This isn't just about investing, though that's a smart move too. It's about understanding where your money comes from and where it's going. Many people overlook this. It's not hard to start. Just spend some time at least every month reviewing your expenses and your savings. You could also use one of the many apps that help in this. Before you know it, you'll have a clear picture of where your money is going. Number 18. Pick out your clothes ahead of time. It's an easy yet effective strategy. Why burn through your valuable brain power deciding what to wear in the morning when you can make that choice with the energy you have left at night? It's a small change that won't upend your routine, but it'll conserve your energy for more important decisions. Give it a try. As with all of these, you can start small to experiment. Maybe how about just deciding one crucial piece of clothing that you plan to wear ahead of time. Number 19. Tidy up your bed. Begin your day with a victory, just like Admiral William McRaven suggested. It's a straightforward habit to adopt. Sure, it won't transform your life overnight, but that's not what we are aiming for. The idea is to make small positive tweaks that don't disrupt your usual routine. Wake up, make your bed, and set yourself up for even more successes throughout the day. Number 20. Question the value of your activities. We often find ourselves caught up in tasks that frankly don't make much of a difference. To put it simply, a lot of what we do isn't a good use of our time. We go through the motions only to look back later and realize how much time we've squandered on them. If you knew you only had a couple of months left, would you really choose to spend hours on the couch watching show after show, or would you finally start working on that dream project of yours? Number 21. Say no once a week. If you say yes to everything that comes your way, you'll never have any time left for yourself. Make some space by turning down things you're not really into. Try saying no once and feel how freeing it is. You can even set limits on how much time you give to others, making sure you keep some time just for you. Got a meeting request that feels like a waste of time? Tell them you can't make it. Multiple folks at work asking for your help? Let them know what all you're working on and maybe take help from your boss to prioritize. Just a heads up, if you're used to saying yes all the time, people might take a while to get used to you saying no, but eventually they will understand. The hard part with these tiny habits is that it's not always easy to see how much these small changes might help. It might make you want to stop doing them because you don't see the results right away. Just give it a try. You don't need to do all of them. Just keep track of which ones make you feel good and try to keep up with them, even if it's just small steps. You will see that once you have the continuity built, you will be able to naturally do more of them. Okay? And with naturally, I mean without needing huge motivation. This year could be the year for you to start changing things. Small steps can make you happier, and you can begin today. Why not start now? Maybe start with anyone in this list. It's a good first step. These tiny habits will get you in the right direction. Did you know that you can apply the tiny principle in your work as well to get stuff done? Check out this video to know more about how you can enter the state of flow using the tiny principle.